My new video, and in today's video we'll be learning that how we can store the logs. So specifically we'll be covering the two use cases. The first use case, that whatever the event which is getting captured in terms of log should be printed on the terminal, and the other way is that create a very small log file and then just print the particular event on that file. So I will quickly start with the first thing, but before starting, which package we'll be using for this particular implementation. Let's quickly move to this section. So what would be here, we'll be getting the complete list of information about this package, that is log, and it is part of a standard library. So pretty much you can use this without any second thought, because the best part is that whatever the package which would be coming as a part of a standard library, those are pretty much secure. You will not be finding any kind of security related problem, and you will definitely be getting the regular updates as well with the compatibility to latest version of the Go. So if you see here, these are the list of functions which are available along with certain constants. So these constant you can use in as a part of tags to print more information. Like in case you want to print the date, time, millisecond, microsecond, file name, short file name, etc. So these things you can pretty much do it without any doubt. Now, how we can do the implementation? So from the implementation perspective, you can pretty much refer here also to basically understand that how we can do the implementation. Okay, so now quickly moving to this, let's copy this and move here. Okay, so I already used these packages previously, so by default it has imported. Now let's execute this function and see that what we are capturing. So we are pretty much getting that logger main line number hello log file. Okay, so how we have done this thing? Let's remove this particular part and see in a simple terms. So the very first thing which we need to do is log dot print, and then what next we need to do is, say for example, I need to print that it's a info, and then list of tags which I need to include as a part of this log event, so that we can simply add by log dot. First thing we need a L, that is local date, then pipe separated log dot, I need L time also, and then again pipe separated log dot long file name, and that's it. Now let's see what all how this will be printed on the terminal. So I will come here and again execute this command. So what it is printing is the date which we have captured here, the time, then info, and the number of lines. So this way we can do the simple implementation. Now say for instance, if you came across with some error, so let's define a variable disk is out of space. So say for instance, if you came across with this error message, you can simply put as extension. So what would happen is it will append this information. So disk is out of space. So here we need some space. So we can simply do that. Okay. So particular date at time, the info is reported because of this particular line, the disk is out of space. So this way you can capture the logs for any kind of implementation. Wherever you want to use any info, just put this as a info. In case you want to capture as a warning, then just put it as a warning. And in case some error is there, then put it as error. And you can pretty much simply, I would say, just a very small space, and you can simply do this kind of implementation. Okay. So this way we can do the first part of first implementation. Now the second use case which we need to capture is that writing a particular log on the file. So how we can do that? For that we'll be using the OS package, and it is simple. Say for instance file name, we are defining a new variable and error, and for this we'll be using that os dot open file. Now open file, there would be two possibilities that file is already exist. If not, then file needs to be created. So both the problems we'll be capturing. So first thing is what we would do is we'll be defining the file name, then comma, and after that os dot, if you see here, append, create, and a lot of other options are available. So what we would do is the very first option is append. So first use case possibility is that if the file is not created, already created, then what would happen? It will append the file. Second use case is that it's likely possible that file is still not created. So for that, what we would do is o hyphen create, and then one more additional to capture the corner cases, that is, and then after that the most important thing, that is the permission. So we need to provide this permission, which means read and write. Cool. So it was giving error, that the error which we have defined just on the top, it was like a string function, but in reality the error is actually not the string function, it is a error as a type. So this part is done. Now what we need to do is we need to define a new function. We need to write just one line, which will capture the information and will be printed on the document, or you can say inserted the record on the document. So how we can do that? Log dot new, and then if you see here, new create a new logger. The out variable set the destination to which the log data will be written. Very correct. So what we would do is we will provide the file name. So this is the place where the logs will be written, and then comma, then say for instance info, then again comma, you can put any date like log dot again l date, again log dot l time, then what other information, long file. So this way it will be taken care. What would happen is that we need to use this particular statement and will be allocated to particular new variable. So say for instance if it is a part of info log. Now what we need to do, wherever we need to define this particular log, so we simply have to info.log print ln, and then inside this error, and here we need to do the error handling. So right now, just to avoid this, we can simply put blank. What would happen is that when we will be executing this particular statement, function, it will create a file and it will write this particular information on that file. So let's see. So guys, see here, this debug.log file has been created. And if we'll go inside, it will give me the complete information, that is, it's an info log, and then date, time, the complete location of the function, and then definitely the line number and the error message which we have mentioned under this section. So whatever we'll mention here, it will come like out of this space. Again, if we will execute this, it will give me the same error. So this way, friends, we can capture the log, and definitely we can use any FileBeat or any tool to which can read these particular logs and push to Kibana, Grafana, wherever you want to publish. Thank you.